Hi there, welcome to my channel. How are you doing today? All right, let's see. Oops, I always want you guys to be able to see it. Okay, there we go. The only download I got was that it's almost like it's not even about downloads. Um, just like just to be just to be in the energy and just to let it carry you. I don't know, something like that. And then also I looked at my phone clock right before I hit record and it was 3:11. So, ooh, that group. I haven't thought about that in forever. The group 3:11 and then that song. Oh, amber is the color of your energy. Oh, rays of golden spray naturally. And then it's something like, you live too far away. Voice rings like a like a bell anyway. Something like that. A little rocky, but not bad. Check that song out. It's a really pretty song. But that's kind of what I'm talking about. Like somebody feels like just being in your energy is satisfaction. They don't need a performance or flip it where it needs to go. Maybe you're feeling that way about somebody. All right. I yapping away. Let it go out. That's okay. Ah, yikes. It's getting a little small and I don't want my fingers to get burnt. Hollow bone, hollow bone, hollow bone. Hollow bone, hollow bone. Ooh, alayanda yalayondu yalaya. Shiayandu yalahayo, ayadiro yanarashia. That's a nice. All right, we're gonna get into the angel deck, catch a vibe, see what's going on. We have a Pisces lunar eclipse on, or is it a Virgo? I can't remember, but there's a lunar eclipse coming up on the 7th. And the eclipse they appear in the signs, it depends on what North Node and South Node energy is being worked through by all of humanity. So right now the South Node is Virgo and the North Node is Pisces. So right now as a collective, and I think the nodes change like every 12 to 18 months, something like that. But we're letting go of rigidity, control, perfectionism, the darker sides of Virgo, critical of self, critical of others. Virgo can be anal, like I said, controlling. And then Pisces, which also has a dark side, but it's like we're focusing on the high vibration of the sign for both. So like we don't want to let go of like the way we can analyze and learn, and our love for learning and our love for service and being healthy, like those are all Virgo things. And then, Pisces has its dark side, which we won't go into because I'm not an astrologer and I don't know how I got on this tangent. But if for someone who was trying to understand more, we're letting go of rigidity in a nutshell. And Pisces is about higher power and surrender and going with the flow and trusting in the unknown and trusting your intuition. Whereas Virgo is like, show me the facts. How is this going to work? And that's really valid too. It's about meeting in the middle of both energies in the highest way possible. And you also have a south node and a north node in your birth chart. And knowing that is really, really, really powerful, helpful information to help you understand yourself and how you connect to others and what you're giving out and what you're attracting. And I mean, I guess I am moving in more and more to the astrology world. I do offer birth chart interpretations, and I could obviously zone in on one aspect of your chart being your south and north nodes. That would be really cool, actually. Yeah, I'll be happy to do that for you. Cheers, my dears. Forgive me for checking my phone during the reading. I have my sound on, but I'm still like afraid of missing a message. I'm waiting on a message to go meet up. Meet up. All right. Let's pull a card here. She always wants to come out. Nine of Fire is our overall energy. So this is about someone who is fierce, driven, unrelenting, unstoppable on their God-chosen path, the path they were created for, not quite there yet, but also really protected, really protected. So what are you standing your ground about? Don't give up, protect that which you've created, have courage, and believe in yourself. This is just such like a badass boss energy, male or female. Definitely not gender specific here. Okay, so the overall energy is someone's in their boss mode and they're not backing down. And yeah, they've been through it. So there's after the 9 comes the 10 of wands or 10 of fire, and that's the completion. That's where you get to release the burden. Or release a process or release a job or release whatever it is, the place you're living, like. And so this energy is we're approaching a completion. We've had to go through all the wands up until the 9, so we've been through a lot at this point. And wands is fire energy, so that's has a lot of different faces. But when we're talking about the 9 of wands, we're talking about someone who has had to fight a battle over and over and over again until they get to this 9th wand. And then it's like the 10 is the war's over. We have battles within wars. And so each one is like a battle. And then we get to the 10, which is like the war's over. So whoever I'm speaking to, you're getting there. Or this is somebody in your energy All right, let's go to my spirit song deck or my spirit animal deck. So the animals on the cards might resonate with you. They might already hold significance to you, or perhaps the idea of an animal spirit wanting to connect with you is new, strange, and weird. But basically, animal spirits, they come in and they offer us different things, and it depends on the animal spirit and what you're going through. But a lot of times what'll happen is like you'll see an animal on a card, let's say the giraffe, and then you start seeing giraffe stuff, whatever it may be. I always say a bumper sticker. I see a lot of messages through bumper stickers and license plates. Um, I think you get it. I'm just gonna shuffle one more time. Ida shiki ondoya. I anayado shiki. Ayanda shiki. And I'm channeling this really beautiful energy, Pleiadian, the seven sisters. I just heard Earth is one of the sisters. Earth is the one that, because it's the seven sisters, but you can really only see six sisters, six stars, and nobody, like, there's different folklore about what happened to the seventh one, but I just heard, and that's beautiful. I'm not saying it's true. I'm just saying that's what I just heard, and it's really beautiful. And I've been connecting with Gaia more and like realizing just how of Gaia we are. Like she truly is mother, but I guess I'm also connecting with to her as like sister and friend because I need that. I need a, yeah. Okay. Let's let three drop. One, two, three. All right. We have the Emperor. Woo! So this is I think this might be a wildcat. Focus and stability. This is number 4. I don't know why what the I was just gonna say cougar, so wildcat, cougar, um, kind of looks like he's standing on top of a birthday cake. I'm just hearing that this emperor might have thought that he was gonna get to have his cake and eat it too. Let's go deeper. Then we have the Queen of Wands, which I feel like is the same person who's in this Nine of Wands. And the Queen of Wands would be the 10. So there's some kind of big completion going on here, big release of something that has been carried for long enough. So Emperor, divine masculine, possibly could be the father or the head of an organization, the head of a family, the head of a social group. Someone very, very grounded, moves with integrity and self-awareness, kind, powerful, healthy boundaries. The emperor is someone who's capable, not just capable, who is living healthy and loving relationships. Queen of Wands is someone sexy, a leader. People, people can be jealous of this energy, but and it's none of it's gender specific, but the energy of the card is someone motivated, excuse me, self-actualized, not afraid to be who they are and shine. like I said, someone who could be very attractive and sexy doesn't have to be, but their energy is attractive and sexy. And then we have the Seven of Shells, which is the Seven of Bowls, choice and ambitions. So when it comes to ambitions, I think that maybe has to do with dreams that have become ambitions. There's some kind of confusion. It's crazy. The crawdad, so you have the crawdad and then the gazelle for the Queen of Acorns, which is such a perfect depiction of the Queen of Acorns. Graceful, agile, capable. But the crawdad here, I just was going through some really old pictures and I had a picture of this giant crawdad from several summers ago. So yeah, this is really interesting energy. Somebody is, and it kind of looks like the Emperor. How funny. The Emperor is chasing the Queen of Wands. But there's some kind of confusion, illusion, delusion, varying degrees, but I like the way it's depicted in this deck. I never really noticed. So there's six shells that this crawdad is focused on, and then the seventh shell is down here, and they're not conscious of it. They're not conscious of this deep desire. Feels very Pisces. Okay, let's go deeper. 328. 28 is um such an abundant number. Don't ask me why. It just is. I mean, I do have reasons why, but I don't feel like going into it because I have before. Okay, let's just stretch for a second here. All right, so what's up with this emperor? And why is he chasing the Queen of Acorns? And why is the Queen of Acorns running? And why are they both headed towards the Seven of Shells? Interesting. I was told, okay, the Seven of Shells is the energy that is actually being moved away from. So the wildcat and the gazelle are moving away from confusion and even lies and secrets, and not necessarily about or to, but within Pisces is about hidden secrets and holds within it our shadow side that we're not always aware of. And again, it goes back to these like hidden desires that are totally normal, healthy, part of who we are, innately part of being human. But I'm feeling like this emperor was told at a really young age that some of his dreams, wishes, desires were wrong, bad, inappropriate. And he shut down, or she shut down her desire to know more, learn more, experience because mom and dad or whoever, but someone in a place of authority over a small child who was learning their belief system. They learned that, and it kind of like killed a aspect of them, but it's coming back to life. Okay, so now that we've straightened that out, I'm getting to pull one more for the overall energy or from the angel deck. The Magician. Wow. Okay. This is the first, well, no, Emperor is also major arcana. The Magician, Archangel Raziel, you are ready. You have the resources or the ability to manifest them. Life is magical. Whoever I'm speaking to, you're ready. Look at your wings. Look at your focus. I never noticed there's like writing or hieroglyphics. Oh, I guess not, but it kind of looks that way, right? It's just pretty spectacular card. He's got the blue flame. That's the Pleiadian flame. It's also so Saint Germain holds the violet flame, but it's the flame that he creates with his divine counterpart. Because an Archangel Michael has to do with the blue flame as well. But essentially, it's about higher love. It's about a higher understanding of love. Whoever I'm speaking to, you've come out of confusion about what love means to you. And you're creating a new experience in life. And what do I mean by that? I mean, if you needed a new job, you're getting a new job, and it's not like you expect it just to fall from the sky. You're applying, you're showing up for interviews. If you want to move, you found a new place to live. If you want to move countries, you decided, and like you're figuring out your Airbnbs, like things like that. If you want to not have someone in your life, you're handling it. If you want someone in your life, you're handling it. That sounds funny, but okay, I keep getting drawn to the infinity here, which for me has taken on, and even like, I don't know, is that his crown? Or yeah, it's like he kind of has a rainbow halo, which is pretty powerful. He looks a lot like the guy in Lord of the Rings, right? Gandalf. Anyways, distraction. Fuck, now I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, the infinity, which for me has to do with the rope of consciousness. And yeah, if you want to know about the rope of consciousness, then leave a comment below and I will post a video explaining a little bit more about it. Or really, I will post a video by Gigi Young about it. Okay. All right, can we get a clarifier for this Seven of Shells? What? I mean, I don't really feel like we need one, but it's kind of how we do things. We have the Emperor. That's so cool. If I hadn't moved it, which I was guided to, but if I hadn't moved it, it would have been the Emperor clarifying the Emperor, which that doesn't happen every day. So we have 44, which is a very powerful number for lots of different reasons. It's particularly special to me. because I have a birthday coming up and I'll be 44 years old. And fours are about, for me, they're about heart-centered stability, stability that it's manifested from a place of emotional stability. So the stability it manifests in the 3D is really beautiful, powerful, nurturing, and able to support legacy. Legacy. Okay, so the emperor was in, maybe still is, for some of you, depending on your timeline. And again, maybe this is you. Maybe you're still confused. Maybe you're still, and if that is you, then think about how maybe the reason you feel so confused about it's like maybe if you're just honest with yourself about what you want and why you think you can't have it. And you might find that you're operating from a belief system that was very black and white, even immature, and that taught you to deny certain healthy aspects of yourself. I'm getting for some of you, it's has to do with your sexuality. Your sexuality is unique to you, and you just so deserve to honor it. I mean, I'm talking about, no harm to others. Sorry, let me see really quick. Nope. Mm, 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 mm. Wowzers. Okay. 10 of stones, 10 of pentacles. Some of you, your business is going to produce partnerships or new opportunities that really lead you to a place of abundance in every area, but especially financial. Yeah, some of you are, well, so, okay, so it's clarifying the emperor. So it's like, give me a second. The emperor is the 10 of pentacles, is the legacy, or sees that he has the power, magician, to have that. And why on earth would someone tell you that partnership? Okay, this is so wild. Does somebody think that their desire for this male or female Queen of Acorns energy, like their desire for them is sexual, sensual, lustful, and because that's an aspect of it, it's therefore bad? That's not, I mean, that's not my truth. Like, I'm gonna need to think that you are sexy, attractive, and charming. And I mean, all those attributes have a million different faces. So I am not saying that my type is XYZ and it looks like da da da. That's actually not true for me. I've never really had a type. I always just usually date younger or older, and that's because I have Saturn and Venus. It's like a really common aspect for people who have Saturn in Venus. And for me, it's in the house of Libra, which is the house of relationships and marriage. So, um, you're allowed to like just want someone so bad and also know that you love someone so much that it's much more. And maybe at first, and that's usually how it starts. I don't know, someone needs to break free. And someone's faced with a choice. The Lovers is a very sexy card. Someone is at a crossroads. Or this could have to do with money. I mean, Ten of Pentacles definitely has to do with money. Uh, I mean, it's all relative. Like a lot of money to me might be like ridiculously small amount of money to someone else. Um, but yeah, someone might be under the belief system or living from a belief system that says they can't have love, sex, beauty, passion, eroticism with an exotic earth angel because it's going to mess with their stability. Oh, it's going to mess with the empire they've built, the image. Okay. An emperor can be very much overly concerned with image and what other people think. It can also come from a very conscious place. It doesn't have to be like a low vibe thing. But at some point, like when it keeps you from going after what your soul and heart and lower chakras want, then there's something to look at there. Somebody taught somebody that reputation was more important than following their heart. I know a lot of people believe that and they don't even realize, but they partner with people that they don't love, but that complements their reputation, right? Someone's breaking free of that belief system. Okay, so overall energy, the Magician and the Nine of Wands. Oh, Three of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, or Three of Stones in this deck. Okay, someone's not backing down from creating something new. And it looks like what they want is money, love, sex, pleasure, but most importantly, emotional stability and truth. Truth, truth, truth. You cannot have freedom without truth. You cannot have freedom within a partnership without truth. If you hold your truth back from somebody, they're operating in a false reality and you're allowing them to, probably for your own comfort, from your own fear of not getting your needs and wants met. And I'm not saying that that fear isn't valid. Obviously, you experienced not getting your needs met over and over and over again because you've learned, whoever I'm speaking to not have any. That's not truth, though. That's not love. We all have needs and wants. And then you keep yourself from being free because you're not completely being yourself. Whoever I'm speaking to, you have not given up and you have persevered and you are almost there. You are on the edge of glory, as Lady Gaga would say. You're right. Like, it's like you barely have one toe left in on the timeline you're on, and it's very full card, and you're leaping to that. I'm seeing the new timeline like a train, like you're train hopping. Oh, that's so fun. You're train hopping and you're going in a completely new direction, and it's the direction that feeds your soul. Dance the dance you wish to dance and fuck what people say. And it's one thing to know that, and it's another thing to know that, right? The only way you'll ever get it from head to heart is by doing it. And it'll get more and more comfortable, but that first leap is fucking terrifying, depending on, the train you're trying to catch. So, I forgot to mention, so the Lovers is clarifying the Queen of Acorn. So this Queen of Acorn could represent a career change. It could represent so many different things. It doesn't have to be a person. It probably is, but I don't want to limit it to that. It could be an opportunity or a new avenue of study, or maybe someone wants to like quit their day job and go to school to become an amazing sketch artist so that they can become a tattoo artist. Like, the energy is just edgy, ruffles feathers, but it ruffles the feathers that need to get ruffled. So someone is looking at whatever this Queen of Wands, the sexy energy represents, person, place, or thing, and they're deciding if they're going to Pisces North Node, surrender it, trust higher power, believe in the wishes and the dreams of your younger years. I'm sorry they were squashed. That wasn't fair. That wasn't cool. Okay, so in this deck, the Emperor is this person here who's considering taking a contract or an offer of partnership to build, or is obviously considering offering a contract to grow, to build, to learn, to love, to evolve. Some of you were really taught some weird things about your sexuality and your desire for ecstasy. It's like maybe like some purity culture trauma, like pleasure is like somehow shameful. That's not true. I know I'm working through my own stuff around that too, so don't worry, no judgment. Okay, so yes, we are at the crossroads. Somebody is not settling. And it's interesting too, because let me check the time. The Emperor or excuse me, the Magician is looking at the Nine of Wands. So it's almost like the Magician is trying to do magic on the person who's come so far and is not about to settle. I don't get it like in a um insidious manipulative, malicious vibe at all. It's like, this magician knows that the person in the Nine of Wands energy deserves a new beginning, deserves what they've been persevering and fighting for. And they're trying to help bring it in. So there's at least two, probably more characters involved in this. Um, Give me a moment. Okay, yeah. So the emperor, there's two different emperors. There's someone in some form of authority figure, and it could even be I mean, it could absolutely be a feminine. It's just a feminine in her more masculine energy, which is a feminine who operates from more of a logical place than a heart-centered place. And there's high expressions of that and there's low expressions of that. But this energy, this person caused some illusions, confusions, and delusions. But this other emperor who's being clarified by the 10 of Pentacles, it's like they know now, they see through it now. And it's just about like a reconciliation within themselves to their desires, giving themselves permission, deciding that the only way through the shame is through acting upon your passion and your desire. Whoever is this Queen of Acorns, again, I do believe that she is this Nine of Wands not giving up energy. She knows, at least to a certain degree. I mean, it says passion and creativity. Those are her clarifiers, like. This queen or the magician is creating this offer. And we'll see if the Nine of Wands, Queen of Wands energy is going to take it. She's going to have a choice. First, the Emperor energy is going to have to make a choice, make a move, and then male, female, they, them will have to decide if they want the partnership. And then we have, I mean, I gotta stop here. Let me see. Did I ever hit record? I did, thank God. Okay. 53:27, almost an hour. And okay, so then just one more thing on the bottom of the deck, and then I'm gonna flip it over. Oh, yeah. Do we have death in reverse? Something's not over yet. Something's not completed. Something's not finished. Totem of Arrow, I want to read what it says in the book because I realized I've been getting some of the things confused. Some of the cards, like I think they mean one thing and it's actually they're symbolizing a different card in the tarot. Not that it matters, like the energy is the energy, but I'm just curious. Okay, this is arrows, which is swords. Totem of arrows. Okay, so the totem is the knight. Wow, so the knight of arrows, which is fast moving information. fast moving information. I mean, okay, so this emperor is going to go after what he wants. He's going to fight for what he wants. He's going to catch up to this Queen of Wands, and he's going to speak his truth. Go, buddy, go. Male, female, you know who you are in this story. Get it. Get it. Get it. This is very much Venus is in Leo, and that is just about fun, loving, flirting, happy, enjoyment. It's beautiful energy, and there's a lot of other energies going on. So if you can hone into that one, please do, because that one is one of the ones that feels good. Feels good. Okay, that's what I have for you. May you be happy, may you be well, may you be peaceful, and most of all, may you be free. Mwah. Ciao. Okay, let's see. Someone might be a little bit um um like just now when I did the mwah, I felt kind of insecure, and you might make someone feel that way, or someone makes you feel that way. Anyways, ciao.